You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh. Morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products. Because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-cell foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new D-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
B&M Pulse is a family-owned business in its third generation of ownership and over 70 years of providing the most extensive line of crappie rods in the industry. We believe that sensitivity is the key to catching crappie, and we've designed a rod for every technique based around this belief. Our products are field tested by the best fishermen in the country and used by the best guides because their clients can simply catch more crappie.
So when you're choosing your next crappie pole, go with the brand that's won a dozen national championships and more regional events to count. Go with the brand I choose, B&M.
Welcome to American Crappie Survival. No, this is the American Crappie Trail, but let me tell you, it has been a survival job today for these guys that are out there on that water. My hat is off to them, I'll tell you. Have you ever seen it any rougher?
I've seen it rougher, Sam, but I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I've seen fishing on Grenada Lake any tougher.
This tough.
This is as tough as tough. There's no definition of tough in the dictionary for what these guys have went through.
Exactly. Here. I mean, this lake, I would put it up against any lake in the United States for crappie fishing. And, you know, not to try to make this thing over dramatic or that, but it is unbelievable how tough it is out there fishing and how tough the weather is. I mean, you know, your hands don't work. Your feet are cold. Everything's miserable. But they managed to stay out there, and we got some teams that got a limit of fish today.
Yeah, we do. You know, I was on the water a little bit this morning, and I'm going to tell you, you know, I've said this 3 or 4 times here over the last 3 days that we've got the absolute cream of the crop, the best the best of the best fishing right here this weekend. Yeah. Okay.
If you're going to be a crappie fisherman and you want someone to look up to these guys that fished this tournament today and stayed out there and stayed with it. You just can't believe how much self-control you have to do that.
That's the truth, but we've had probably, to tell you really, we've had probably 25 teams fold up and call it quits early today. As crappie fishermen, it's really not in their DNA. These guys are out there to the last minute of each day trying to better their weight fish by fish. And for 20 teams to call it quits before the end of the day, I can't put that into any better perspective to what they've been fighting out here with wind, bad rain, hail, lightning, you name it. These guys have went through it out here today. And, you know, from what I saw today, I saw the winners fishing,
exactly.
the leaders fishing.
Yeah.
Okay, completely a different technique pattern than what everyone else was doing.
You know, I can't believe those guys' strategy. They actually practiced for the northeast wind that we've had today. Now, how technical is that to practice for a certain wind?
It's huge. I mean, you know, from every other species of fishing, you know, in the tournament industry, people really don't have to watch the wind. But when we're trolling with 8 rods out of the front of the boat, you know, a steady platform means everything.
Exactly.
You know, and those guys who actually were trolling yesterday, we had a spotter in their boat today.
Yes.
As just an observer to make sure that, you know, everything was on the up and up, everything was transparent. And those guys couldn't catch them today trolling. They actually went to one pole in their hand.
In their hand, so that they could feel that bite, no matter how soft and how minute that bite was. But, you know, it just astounds me. I've never heard of anybody practicing for a certain wind. So my hat, I'm saying wind, not a win, wind.
Right.
You know, and my hat is off to those guys because I never would have thought of that. So I learned something today. I've been doing this for 50 years, but or longer. We won't get into those details. But I actually learned something today, some strategy so that those guys could be productive out there on the water.
Yeah. You know, my preconceived notion prior to coming down here was the fact that those fish, the winning fish, would be caught in 8 to 10 foot of water. Okay, we had a warm-up spell about 7 to 10 days ago where that water temperature started warming. The lake was pretty much stable, and that 2-3 foot of water was starting to warm up. And that first migration of female fish were starting to move to the bank to get their business done.
Right.
Over the last 72 hours, we've had wind, we've had rain, we've had everything play against that scenario. And I think some of those fish, the largest portion of those fish, were out in that first staging area in 8 to 10 foot of water. And
exactly. They actually pulled back and went into a pre-spawn staging pattern, and those guys they figured it out, and they moved back out of that shallow water, got out there on that first drop, and caught those fish. Hey, we're going to go to break right now. We'll be right back with some more information about Lake Grenada, Mississippi.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products. Because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Welcome back to American Crappie Trail. I've got a friend of mine and a fellow fisherman here that's been doing it almost as long as I have. His name is Don Collins, and I want to talk to him a little bit about the conditions today out on the lake and what he had to do to try to find fish.
Sam, I tell you what, Grenada is one of my favorite lakes in the country to fish. And I've been fishing for these fish since 1981 tournaments. Yeah. And today was one of the toughest tournaments I've ever fished. And you know, my partner and I, we tried everything we could to catch fish both days. Pre-fishing, we caught fish. And we were in the right water depth, but we just couldn't get them. Yeah. And you know, to where we started in 1981 fishing these tournaments, for what you and I and everybody else here loves to do, to where it is today, when you look at what is this American Trail is, and you got Crappie Masters, and you got all these Crappie USA, these guys that are doing everything they can to bring something here for the crappie fishermen to make it grow. And we got our future anglers. just like Matt's son, you know? And I seen him when he was 5 years old catch a crappie in Lake Carlton in Florida.
Right.
And his dad sat up on the front of the boat. What is it, son? And he had the winning crappie of the tournament. Big fish.
You know, it is amazing, and that's one of our goals here at American Crappie Trail is to make it a bigger sport for the crappie fishermen. You know, we just didn't want to have another tournament trail. That really wasn't ever in the equation. What we wanted to do was make it better and better for the crappie fishermen and the crappie fishing population, or the crappie fishing people out there and the families. You know, crappie fishing has a long time been a family sport, and we've always been proud of that. I've always been proud of that. And to have a young man like Drew coming up and these younger guys that have fished with their dads and their moms, and, you know, it's a great deal. But what did you think happened to those fish that were up in that shallow water?
Well, you know, the temperature changed, and today I think it was like 38 degrees, raining, hailing, lightning, wind that was hard to deal with. And, you know, the fish we found them, and but today with that water temperature dropping from 58, 59 degrees down to 40, 56, 57 degrees, it didn't move them out, it just shut them down, and you really had to slow the presentation down to get a bite.
Right. You know, that's a key factor right there you're talking about. So that means boat control. Boat control is the key to keeping that fish or getting that fish to bite. All right, we're going to be right back with another break. Y'all stay tuned, and we'll have some more information from Don and from Matt.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products. Because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-sail foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
Welcome back to American Crappie Trail. You know, Matt, I wanted to talk a little bit about the teams, the guys that are leading this thing, the top three teams. You know, they have, I know you've been out on the water with them a little bit today and yesterday, and how in the world did those guys ever make the change from what they were doing to what they're doing now?
You know, I think they tried to set their pattern early in pre-fishing, and no matter where you go, what lake it is, what tournament you're fishing, it's the ones that prevail and rise to the top are the ones that can make the changes. They can make that, you know, they can make the change on the fly. You got to be able to adapt. You know, coming into today, usually on Grenada Lake, if you're in 30 or 40th place, you've got a chance really here at this lake because it's such a big fish lake to make a comeback, all right? In my mind, I really feel like this is probably a two-horse race. And that's going to be between Bilbrey Hankins from Indiana and a Capson Coleman from Tennessee. You know, my son's in third place with Chris Bouchard. it's an awesome, accomplishment for him.
It's got to make you feel so proud of that kid.
It does. I mean, I love to see the kid fish. He loves it. That's what this sport's about. But, you got to shift your attention to somebody who's going to, we're giving away a $25,000 boat here. So I think we've got a 2-horse race. Got one of them, Caps and Coleman are fishing out in that 8 to 10 foot of water range. Double minnow rigging, going back old school, just what they're best at, all right? And we've got Bilbrey and Hankins that are fishing in about 18 inches of water, all right, fishing a completely different style, jig poling. One jig pole in their hand.
They went from pushing, or spider rigging, as we all call it. They went from pushing to one pole where they could feel that bite, man.
Yeah.
And, when did they make that decision? I would say they made it pretty early in the day because they have a limit of fish.
Absolutely. I have seen their fish. I put my hands on their fish, and they've got a good sack of fish here.
And Ronnie and Steve, there's a funny story about Ronnie and Steve. When they both went to high school together,
right,
and they were commercial fishing partners on Reelfoot Lake. They actually would put trot lines out before they went to school, and then they would run the trot lines in the afternoon after they got out of school and rack boxes at night. So these two boys, they don't even have to talk to one another. They know exactly. One of them can look at the other one, and they know they got to make a change. And, I'm so proud of all the fishermen out here that have made the change, caught some fish, and just for staying out there and trying to make it good for the trail, trying to make it good for the American Crappie Trail. They wanted to give a good impression of what we can do.
Absolutely. And, that's the angler side, but none of this would be possible, None of this would be possible without the national and local sponsors.
And we have the best sponsors, I think, in the business. I mean, we've got Ranger Boats, we've got Super Jigs, Bobby Garland, we've got all these B&M poles, Driftmaster rod holders, and B&M poles. I'm gonna say a little something about them. I've been with B&M from the very start, and I want to give them a compliment. B&M poles from the days of Buck Simmons all the way down to Jack Wells now have always supported the crappie fishermen, and they have always supported what we wanted to do. And I'm so proud just to be affiliated with B&M poles. I really appreciate it.
And I've been there, I'm with Jack Wells as well, and I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're looking for a pole, you're looking to learn how to start spider rig and trolling, there is no better person in this entire country that is an advocate, a sponsor, and just a good-hearted man as Jack Wells with B&M Poles, because he cares about us as crappie fishermen. He's always looking for something to better his product. He's looking for something to make a Sam Heaton super sensitive pole, in a different size, a different feel, a different action. So it means a lot to me that Jack's a part of it.
They've supported it from day one, and I appreciate that. And I also want to say about the people here in Grenada, Mississippi, the Chamber of Commerce, the City Council, all those people, the local stores have been so supportive of our tournament trail, and we really appreciate it. It makes you feel good when you walk into the store and they say, hey, are you with that crappie tournament that's out there today? Went and got barbecue for lunch. And the guy he wanted to know all about it and wanted to know how things were going. And he said, is this weather going to hurt you? I said, well, sure the weather's going to hurt us. But our guys are staying out there and staying after it.
We got to weigh some fish. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go weigh some fish. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with these fish.
I've never really had an office job.
Ooh. Morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back. even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-cell foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
B&M Pulse is a family-owned business in its third generation of ownership and over 70 years of providing the most extensive line of crappie rods in the industry. We believe that sensitivity is the key to catching crappie, and we've designed a rod for every technique based around this belief. Our products are field tested by the best fishermen in the country and used by the best guides because their clients can simply catch more crappie.
So when you're choosing your next crappie pole, go with the brand that's won a dozen national championships and more regional events to count. Go with the brand I choose, B&M.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh, morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products, because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-cell foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
B&M Pulse is a family-owned business in its third generation of ownership and over 70 years of providing the most extensive line of crappie rods in the industry. We believe that sensitivity is the key to catching crappie, and we've designed a rod for every technique based around this belief. Our products are field tested by the best fishermen in the country and used by the best guides because their clients can simply catch more crappie.
So when you're choosing your next crappie pole, go with the brand that's won a dozen national championships and more regional events to count. Go with the brand I choose, B&M.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Grenada Lake, Mississippi for the first ever American Crappie Trail right here at beautiful Grenada. Folks, it's been cold, it's been rainy, it's been windy, and real cold, but we've got a great turnout crowd. What do you think? Should we weigh some fish today? They're excited, Will, but before we do, we have to take a moment and thank those that made this whole event possible for us here at Grenada Lake. First of all, we'd like to thank our hosting sponsor, the Grenada Tourism Commission and Grenada County. We want to thank them. Our hosting hotels, the Comfort Inn Suites, the Hampton Inn Suites, Best Value Inn, Holiday Inn Express. Great place to stay. If you guys come down to visit Grenada Lake, these hotels are nice, great people, wonderful place to come. Here at Grenada Landing, folks, what a facility. This is an amazing place, great facility, wonderful places to get in and out for your boats. And we'd also like to thank the radio station, Star 92.3. We'd also like to thank our national sponsors, for without this, we couldn't have 100% payback and the great awards we're getting ready to give out here real quick. We'd like to thank Lucas Oil, Protect the Harvest, B&M Poles, Mid-State Seed, Martin Metal, General Tire,
Ranger Boats, Evinrude Outboards, Lowrance Electronics, Super Clean, Gator Guard, Power Pole, The Original Rod Socks, Bug Band, Crappie Now Digital Magazine, and our other fine sponsors, Mid-South Tackle, Wonderful Soft Plastics, Valley Fashions, Rockport Rattlers, Roadrunner Lures, Charlie Brewer Sliders, and American Angler Knives. Folks, I'm pretty excited. We're getting ready to give away a Ranger Bass boat to the first place person, but let's get started. Let's bring up boat number 60 of the team of Jason Westerberg and Jim Westerberg. Our Rockport Rattler sponsored team, guys. How was it?
It's tough out there today.
Get up real close.
It's real tough.
Let's get this out of the way. 342 on two fish. Guys, I know we've heard it over and over again. Tell us something good about Grenada tonight, how great it is out there.
Grenada is a great lake. It's just, you know, you got this major cold front coming in. It really just changed up the fishing. I know years past, it's really takes a lot of weight to win this lake, but with a cold front like this, it just makes it that much tougher.
I know we all struggled this week. 342. Tell me what it came from. What'd you use and how'd you catch it?
Both those fish come off of a Rockport Rattler with a Lake Fork, live baby shad, chartreuse. That was the live baby shad with chartreuse and an orange Rockport Rattler 1/4 ounce head.
And there's some contingency prizes also that's going to be happening. So if they're the higher finisher or the winner, they're going to receive some extra cash too at the end of the day. Is that right?
That's right, from Rockport Rattler. Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Now, just for those guys that are watching that have no idea what Rockport Rattlers are, the secret behind the Rockport Rattle is obviously
they've got a built-in rattle.
That's right. So, guys,
it's a dinner bell for fish.
There you go. Guys, we appreciate it a bunch. We thank you so much for fishing the American Crappie Trail.
We appreciate you all putting this on. And I want to say this is probably, I fished a lot of crappie tournaments, 15 years now, and this is, I'd say this is going to be a top-notch organization right here. I really enjoy this. The weigh-in, this is the fastest, yesterday was the fastest weigh-in I'd ever been to in a crappie tournament. That's great.
We sure appreciate those kind words.
Appreciate you.
We can't do it without you. We appreciate you guys fishing with us. Thank you so much. Congratulations on fishing our first tournament. Thanks, guys. Coming up next, boat number 57, Robert Ward and Grant Crenshaw. Another 2 fish string, but good old 2 fish, guys. Tell us a good story.
It was tough.
It was tough?
It was tough.
4.90 pounds. Obviously, it looks like you guys are Mid-South sponsor guys. What'd you catch them on?
Caught them on Mid-South tubes and Rockport Rattler heads. Mid-South's got a contingency going on for the tournament. $200 winners using Mid-South jigs. And if they're not, the highest next team will get $100. So Miss Phyllis, Mr. Doyle, they're great people. They've been good to us, and thank them very much.
Fine company. Again, contingency money on the line for those that finish up. You guys fell a little short this week in the top 10, but we sure appreciate you fishing American Crappie Trail. Guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right. We're on the way. Boat number 41, Jason Price and Tosh Manning. And you got some fans, it looks like. Got 2 fish again. 2's the running number so far.
Yeah, 2 yesterday and 2 today. It's tough.
315, 4 fish. Anybody you like to thank?
Thanks, ACT. It's a great event.
Now, I told you before we got up here, you're supposed to thank your family.
Thank my family.
All right. Everybody say hi. You're watching, all right? Guys, thanks so much for fishing with us. We appreciate it. Congratulations. Here's your ticket and your fish. Oh, got there. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Looks like another tough day, but coming up next, let's give it a shot. Boat number 44 of Jeff Riddle and Lauren Nelms. Everybody looking cold. You're not cold, though, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
2 fish. How was it?
Terrible.
Terrible?
Miserable.
3.70. Anybody you'd like to thank today? Here you go.
Everybody for putting this on. This is a great deal. I know we've had bad weather, but it's going to be a great trail. We've loved every minute of it.
We appreciate
the weather.
We appreciate it. You know, there'll be another day, another tournament. We appreciate you guys sticking it out. And I said it earlier, you guys are the toughest guys in fishing. It's a testament to the sport. I mean, you guys toughed it out. You come in to weigh your fish. Congratulations. We sure appreciate you guys fishing the trail. Thanks so much. We appreciate it. Coming up next, team of Bill Burnett and Kelly Capps, boat number 18. How you guys doing? Got one good one today? Right, you got to be proud of it. You know, we talked about you earned those fish. I gave you yesterday, so I'm going to give Bill today, okay? All right, Bill, how was it?
It was a tough weekend out here. I think this tournament was about a week behind schedule. If the weights from last week were 17, 18-pound stringers, and I think 20-pound stringers would have been, you'd have seen some 20-pound stringers if it happened when the weather hadn't happened like it did. But great tournament. So proud to be a part of the American Crappie Trail, and great sponsors, Lucas Oil, B&M Poles. Just a great event. Look forward to coming to a lot more of them.
And we sure appreciate those kind words. But I'm going to share something you said when you came off the water. You were talking about the other fishermen around here. And what were your words? They're all, everybody here today is?
A winner. Everybody's a winner. It is really tough out there. I'm proud of everybody. Yes, if you've ever gone fishing one time on a lake like this and caught a big fish, you'll want to come back, whether it's snowing, raining, lightning, whatever.
Yep. You know, the determinants you guys showed, you know, when you fish, you know, it was tough yesterday to go out there and do it. And the first thing you get out there in the water and storms and winds and blows, I mean, you got to be tough. You got to love the sport. And you guys are a testament to the sport itself. And we can't thank you enough for fishing with us. We appreciate it. Guys, appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Burnett.
Endurance test out there.
It was an endurance test, guys. Here's your ticket. Thanks so much for fishing with us. Good luck. We'll see you on down. Speaking of which, the next tournament will be at Lake D'Arbonne, Louisiana, coming up. But before we talk about that, let's talk to Bob Wood and Will Thines, correct? Tim's? Dang, I never get that one right. One fish today?
Yeah, one fish.
What'd you have yesterday?
4.
4 yesterday?
Yeah, tough day today. Hey, but we was going to bring her anywhere.
1.53. We are in a points chase. It might get you up there. Might even get you in some contingency money. We'll see. Anybody you'd like to thank real quick?
Just thank everybody.
All right, well, you know what? We thank you for fishing the trail. We appreciate it.
You.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. There you go. Here's your ticket there. Yep, coming up next after Grenada, we do come to Lake D'Arbonne. Coming up, let's talk to Kent Driscoll and Barry Cannon, boat number 37. You look at here. We got a string of 4 fish today. A little heavier. Probably
a little bit better.
Best string of the day so far. 740, that's a good string. Guys, how'd you do it? And first, let's say, obviously you caught them on B&M rods.
We did. We don't laugh, but we were jig fishing with 16-foot pro staff rods and 2 foot of water.
That's how you do it sometimes.
Single pole, yeah.
So 16th ounce?
What's that?
What was the weight of your jigs? Or are you fishing minimum?
Oh, quarter ounce.
Quarter ounce?
Yeah, just because the wind was so bad, yeah.
Now, for guys out there that are watching on the internet, when you're fishing a 16-foot rod and wind and waves like this, what do you guys look for when those rods are down there in the water like that?
Oh, we're holding them in our hand.
Hold them in your hand.
One pole.
Yep, because the B&Ms are so sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
You feel them that way a little bit better.
Well,
right?
it's just the wind was so bad. It was blowing us around so bad. So
Very
I'll
good.
tell you one thing, though. If you guys haven't tried that new Ultrex with spot lock on it, we'd pull up to a spot and hit spot lock, and despite the wind, and it held us right on it. So that's an awesome new trolling motor.
All right, guys, we sure appreciate you fishing American Crappie Trail with us. We appreciate it.
What's the big fish? We got one big one in there.
I think big fish yesterday was 341.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Right. We can sure weigh him, though.
Yeah, weigh him real quick.
All right, let's weigh one for big here. I can see him in there. Hold him up there for everybody to see. That's a big Grenada crappie right there, folks. Let's see if we can get her up there. 299. She was right on the money, though. That was a good fish. Hold that up one more time and show that crowd. This is what Grenada crappie looked like, folks. We got to show everybody on the internet. Give them reason to come to Grenada. Because it won't be windy and cold like this every time. Guys, appreciate it a bunch. Thank you so much. Appreciate you fishing American Crappie Trail. Big old fish. Coming up next, we got boat number 55. Almost had you spilled, didn't you? Steve Shepard, Mike Shepard. Guys, how you doing? 4 fish. Well-earned 4 fish, right?
Right.
618. Guys, how'd you do it?
Just stuck it out.
Yep. Tell me, what these professional tournaments that are out there in the American Crappie Trail, what's it mean to you to fish a circuit like this?
Oh, it's a good feeling.
Good feeling?
Yeah.
Did we do you a good job this weekend?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you have a good time?
First notch.
All right, right on. Did you see a lot of boaters out there? I mean, was it busy out there in the water today? Did everybody hunker up in one spot, or did you find something to yourself?
Pretty much 2 spots.
2 spots?
Yeah.
How'd you guys do yesterday?
Not good.
Not good. Well, you did better today.
Yeah.
Here's your weigh-in ticket, guys. We sure appreciate you fishing with us, and thanks so much. All right. Coming up next, boat number 3, George Parker and Tim Eberly. Eberly or Eberly? How you doing?
Oh, not as good as we want to.
3 fish, though. Hey, you know what? It was tough out there yesterday.
Ooh.
Had 670 yesterday. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
623. Did you catch the same ones?
About. It was mean. We were just happy to get those. I'm telling you, it was tough. Toughest I've ever fished.
Anybody you'd like to thank while you're up here?
Yeah. Wally Marshall Rods, Skipper Jigs. They sponsor us. They take care of us. We're very happy.
All right, and more importantly, we sure thank you guys for fishing the circuit with us. We
All right,
appreciate it a
buddy.
bunch.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. Got a ticket there? Yep. There you go. I tell you what, guys, it's tough and cold out there, and I think every one of these guys are winners for doing what they're doing. Coming up next, boat number 46, Tony Hughes and Bart Gillen. We got us a 7-fish string here for the first time today, guys. Let's get her up there. How was it?
It was about 7 times better today than it was yesterday.
12:21. That's a big old jump from the 2 pounds you guys weighed yesterday. I might get you in the check line. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. We changed gears a little bit from what we did yesterday. We moved locations. We had a lot of boat pressure. Today we confined ourselves to one small area and just put our noses down, and we completely changed and used Wally Marshall's double hook minnow rigs, and we just stayed in that one small spot, and it paid off.
Now, there's a big discussion we always have about the size of minnows on Grenada. What size fish did you use?
We downsized today with the cold coming in. We used small to medium, where we used a little bigger bait yesterday, and I think that was key.
Yep, I'm just an old Missouri guy. Whenever I came here, a small minnow for me is this, but you come to Mississippi and a small minnow's 2 to 3 inches long. It's a big old fish.
That's right.
So, anybody you'd like to thank real quick?
I want to thank sponsor Strike King and Wally Marshall and Rod Safe.
Very good, guys. We sure appreciate you fishing with us. Big old jump. Congratulations. We hope to see you guys here in a little bit. Okay. Thank you. There you go. Oh, getting really heavy there. Guys, strings are picking up. Coming up, we got Brian Kelly and John Brashears. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Got 6 fish here?
I got 6.
What happened to the 7th?
Got off.
Now, yesterday you didn't have such a good day, did you?
No, we zeroed.
Zero, but look at this. 11.97. You made an adjustment, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Well, actually, it wasn't an adjustment. It was the weather adjusted for us.
It didn't adjust for anybody else. So
the wind just came around to the right direction for us.
It blew in your favor.
Yeah, it blew in our favor. Yesterday, it did not blow in our favor.
But sometimes the winds do blow in our favor.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, we got a big fish going.
Said he wants to weigh a big one. There, we can set her down here right there. Look at that thing. Hold that up, everybody. See, look at that big old fish. That is a Grenada slab, isn't it? Set her in there and see what we got here. Look, we're right up there. Check that out. 312. That's a 3-pound crappie of Grenada Lick. That's a dandy. All right. Guys, we sure appreciate it. Thanks for fishing with us. Good luck to you. Hope to see you later. Appreciate it. Now, that's why they call Grenada Lake the home of the 3-pound crappie for a reason. All righty. Get you all geared up here. Boat number 45. How was it today?
Tough.
Tough? Man, wasn't that bad, was it?
It was.
Just a little windy, a little rain. John Shantz, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
Right on. Boat number 45. Let's put them up there. 5, a whole lot better than yesterday. 486 yesterday. Looks like 914 today. That gets you up there about exactly 14 pounds. There you go. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Well, Crappie-aholic and Buck Van Dan.
And I want to thank you guys. I haven't seen you guys for a long time. It's good to see you again. You too, we sure appreciate you fishing with us. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next one. All right, coming up next, boat number 30. I think they might be brothers. Rick Moody, Shane Moody. Father and son. He's still like your brother, though, right? Yeah. 4 fish today, guys?
4 fish. Tough.
Yeah, you toughed it out, though. Yesterday, 543, 692 today, 1235 for your total today. And that's a good.
Want to weigh a big fish.
Want to weigh a big one, too? All righty. While you dig that out, how'd you guys catch them?
Spider rigging.
Spider rigging?
Minnows and jigs.
Minnows and jigs. Anybody you'd like to thank while he's digging it?
Why for letting me come, I guess.
That's right. You always look, the 2 rules. Look at that guy, folks. Let me get my bag. All right. Go ahead. You set one in there. Yep. Another big old fish. 266. A little short, but good fish. Hold that up, everybody. See again. We're on the internet. You gotta show that stuff off, guys. How was your experience on the lake this weekend?
Miserable.
Miserable.
It's tough. Wind, rain, rising water, muddy water. can't beat it.
Yep. Was everything okay? Did we do you a good job this weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Enjoyed it.
Nope.
I was wondering about the weigh-in line a little bit, but it went really well.
Really good.
Everything has gone good.
Good. We appreciate you fishing with us. We hope to see you again.
I just hope 6 pound moved us up enough to get something.
That's what we hope so too, guys. We appreciate it. Good luck to you, all right? Thanks now. We have a brand new weigh-in format where the fish are brought up. They're brought in a nice little mesh bag. They're kept alive. Conservation is the key. Boat number 43, Kent Watson, Matthew Outlaw, Lucas Oil sponsored. And you got a big smile on your face. 7-fish string. We're going to get to this. Look at this. Jumping up. 260 yesterday. 1605 today. Get you an 1865 total. Guys, let's talk about this for a little bit.
It was slow. We only caught like 8 or 10 fish all day.
It sounds like it was the 8 that counted, though. But tell us out there that are watching on the internet, how'd you do it today?
Moved very slow. Tight line in about 8 foot of water using double minnow rigs and some Rockport Rattler heads.
Rockport Rattler's one of our national sponsors. Lucas Oil also. Guys, tell us a little bit about your experience here fishing with the American Crappie Trail.
It's awesome. This is the future right here.
The future here. You know, we're really excited that we have some quality anglers. Former national champion. You got to get over here and tell me about it a little bit. How was it for you?
Hey, it was a awesome experience. It's unbelievable the format they've created here with the 10 days off limit, the 4 days practice. You can go out and fish, and even though we're going to get our brains beat out from yesterday, you know, it was fairly done. No one was down here practicing for 2 weeks, and $55,000 on 63 boats. Just wait and see what it's like when there's 100 or 125 boats. It'd be amazing.
I'm sure in a little bit when we all hand out checks, those guys that are watching, wishing they signed up earlier, they're definitely going to do it this time.
That's right. The last one in the money would still have a nice check.
That's right. That's right, guys. You've been around this lake a long time, and I know you've seen some pretty tough conditions. I know this was tough too, but you guys really put it together.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day yesterday, we never wanted to come back here, and caught one of them big 2.5 pound fish today, and I said, I love this place.
That's
right.
I mean,
that's how it is. But
that's right, bud.
We wasted 3/4 a day yesterday. We knew the fish were there. The water was so muddy, we couldn't get them to bite. About 10 o'clock this morning, we caught a small fish at 8 early, and then we caught another small fish, and then you could notice the water clearing up. You start seeing that jig go 2, 3, 4 inches under the water, and as the day went on, the fish just kept getting bigger, better. We didn't catch 10 or 12 fish today, but there was 5 or 6 of them real good quality.
Yeah, well, you guys are a true testament to the sport, showing how you can rebound, come back, make adjustments. You all are true professionals. We sure appreciate it. You're going to weigh a big one. Let's weigh for a big here. Hang on just a second here. Yeah, while you're checking that, hold those up and show those both to the crowd there. Show that what those Grenada crappie look like there. Look at that size, guys. All righty. Get them all out. Cookie cutters. All right. For 312 is a big one today so far. Let's see what we got here. Creeping right up there, another Grenada 3-pounder, 306. A little short, but a great string, guys. Congratulations to you, one of our Lucas Oil B&M Pro staff. Thanks a bunch for fishing with us, guys. We'll see you at Darbone.
We're going to interview after these guys.
And up next, boat number 51, David Biddle, Jason Biddle. Guys, how you doing? Oh, I'll take your fish in your hand. How about that?
Okay.
Another 6-fish string. Did you get that 7th off, or did it wasn't there?
Kelly.
These strings are really coming up right now. Start off slow. It's coming out 1039. Struggled yesterday a little bit. Going to end up 1039 for the total. Very good, guys. We appreciate you fishing American Crappie Trail with us. I appreciate it a bunch. You guys have a good one, all right? We're going to take a little break. We're going to head over and see what Sam Heaton's got going on. Sam, where you at?
Man, I'm telling you, I had to run my contestants down. I mean, Kelly and them down, they were freezing to death. Y'all come in here, y'all stayed out there. What was the driving force that made you just keep it?
I had the prettiest partner out there.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Kelly, how bad was it for you?
It wasn't bad because I love to fish. And I have fished with Ronnie Capps, so I know the extreme.
That's her husband.
I just put on my game face. I got out there and I did what I love to do. And fighting the weather is tough. It is. We had lightning, we had wind, we had rain, and we were soaking wet. But we just stuck together. There was a lot of things that he taught me that I had not known. The way Ronnie fishes, and I taught him some things. So it just worked out really good, and we had a good time.
She taught me to use my foot pedal on my trolling motor.
She taught you what?
Use the foot pedal on the trolling motor.
Use the foot pedal on the trolling motor. Now, y'all going to fish Darbone?
We're thinking about it.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Well, I hope y'all do. I mean, y'all are a very good team, and you've got both of you have great personalities, and you're a good testament for the American Crappie Trail. And
I'm sorry, Sam. We've been friends for a long time. I've known Ronnie before he ever won anything. We're just good friends, and we get together, and they come stay at the house with us, and we're just friends, and the fishing is just a bonus part of it.
Yeah. Well, I've hunted, and this Mike shorted out. I've hunted and fished with Kelly for years. She's great in the duck blind lunches you've ever had in your life, and she's a true outdoorsman. You ladies need to share some time with her and learn what she has had to go through to be in the outdoors and live with Ronnie Capps.
Yes, that's correct.
And Steve Coleman. I mean, we're all kind of just kin people. All right, let's wrap it up, and thank y'all for being here, and we're going to be right back and I'm going to go back to Jamie now with the American Crappie Trail.
All right, guys. Thank you, Sam. Always a treat there. All right, guys, coming up next, we got team of boat number 35, Wade Hendren and Roy Logan. Guys, how are you? 7:36 yesterday, 1 today. It was tough, I know. I was going to ask you questions, but they took off with my microphone, so we're going to have to share one. 156, 892 for the total. The rain's moving in. Guys, we sure appreciate you fishing with us. Thanks so much. You guys get warmed up. Oh, thank you. Let's give those All right, guys. Lots of great payout. And remember, somebody today is going to walk away with a brand new Ranger bass boat. We're going to find out here real quick, but coming up next, they're called Crappie Country. We know them here as Dan Dannemuller and Garrett Steele. Guys, get on up here. How you doing? That's all right. We talk about it being tough. You guys endured it. You guys are true pros. Tell us about it.
It was pretty tough. We had a good practice this week, and we thought we were going to come in here and do real well. We had on Wednesday 16 pounds plus. We did media on Thursday, and we didn't catch too many fish, but we stayed off our fish. Thought they'd be on there, but the wind was just brutal on the areas that we wanted to fish. So we tried to stick it in and go in there anyway, and we missed too many fish to really do any good. It just couldn't keep the boat stable enough through there, and we had a power pole go down on us 2 days ago, so we couldn't even use the power pole. So we couldn't slow it down. We just had to do what we had to do. But we really had fun here. Garrett and I really had a good time at Grenada, Mississippi, and you guys really put together a great format here. This was really a great tournament. You guys are great in the city of Grenada, and we want to announce something about our sponsors.
Thank you very much for had a great time being part of ACT's first tournament. We look forward to being a part of it this season. Want to also thank one of our new sponsors, Yamaha, for making it happen for us here at ACT this year.
And we get to go out with Bobby Garland, our other principal sponsor, and B&M Poles, and we want to, among many others that we have as sponsors, and we want to thank you, Jamie and Matt, for doing a great job here. Thanks a lot, and thanks Grenada, Mississippi, and all the fishermen here.
Thank you, guys. We couldn't do it without you, the fishermen that tough it out and take it 2 days. Garrett, guys, appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thanks for fishing with us. We appreciate it. There's your receipt. I had all water. Thank you, guys. Coming up next, boat number 22, Mike Dunn, David Lane. Guys, yesterday was a tough one, wasn't it? He says, yes, 2 fish today, though. That's better than yesterday, wasn't it? 422, great start. Great start. It's a great finish, isn't it? Guys, it can always be better, but you know what? You guys got to do it, and there's a lot of guys out there on the internet wishing they had. So, guys, appreciate it a bunch. Thanks for fishing with us. Woo! It is cold. Coming up next, we're going to have boat number 40 of Brad Woody and Duke Montgomery. Yesterday they had 347. Today a couple more.
That's it,
two. But you know, it seems like you always got a good smile on your face.
Well, I'm always happy.
277.
I got to fish today.
That's right.
Beats
Even though,
working.
you know, I said that the other night. I said, you know, you guys are out there doing it, and it's tough and it's windy, but there's always guys out there that are wishing wishing they were doing what you were doing.
Oh, I know it. You just can't give up.
That's right. You
Never
can't give up. Guys, we can't thank you enough for fishing American Crappie Trail. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Great sportsman. Coming up next, boat number 25. Team of Paul Alpers and Clinton Hibden. One of our Martin Metal sponsored teams.
One again, buddy.
He says one again. Paul, tell us about your experience with American Crappie Trail.
I tell you what, this is the greatest trail out there. I want to thank Matt, Angie, and Jeremy, and Gary Dobbins. We have got a tournament trail now that we can fish for money. Let's hear it for them out there just real quick. Great trail to fish. I'd like to thank Mid-South and Rod Sox and Martin Metal, my main sponsor. But most of all, I love Grenada. I hate this weather, but I love Grenada. And I want to thank the city. I want to thank the tourism and the county. We're going to be back here, and there's a lot of big fish. We caught them pre-fishing out here, had 2 over 3 pounds. They just didn't want to cooperate for us today. But thank you all for showing up, and let's get big numbers out here. And those people watching this TV show and today online, come and fish the American Crappie Trail, the best trail ever existing, and we're going to make it bigger.
Hey, Paul, real quick, hold that mic a little bit, Font. The experience of this format and the layout and the way that we weigh in fish, the way of our off limits, you know, how was that experience for you? I mean, it's something very unique to crappie fishing. Is it something that, you know, how do you feel about that experience? It's something totally different that we haven't seen before.
I tell you what, I run tournaments and helped for 17 years. One thing, if I'd have had it done over different, I would have had an off limits and I'd have had them sign up early. We did that on our one pole tournaments when I had it. Never had a bit of problem, and I haven't heard one complaint. Man Morgan, you've done a hell of a job. Thank you.
Paul, we sure appreciate it. Thanks for fishing with us. Yep. You've been an asset to the sport, sir. Thank you so much. All right, coming up, Great Missouri team, boat number 12, Tony Egger and Travis Lepley. Get up here, guys. How was it? Cold.
Still cold.
Get over here, Tony. Yesterday, I think you guys were in 12th place, 779.
Yep, it was a rough day. We caught 4 fish all day, a couple just short, so that's how the ball bounces.
Tell us about your experience here at Grenada. How was it for you?
Oh, great. This is one of the best tournaments I've fished by far. Well run, great people. I'll tell you what, this one's going to go places, I believe.
Yep, I sure appreciate that. Let's talk a little bit about the National Championship coming up in October. It's going to be on your home lake. You got some business down there. You're sponsoring the organization. Tell us a little bit what to expect there at Lake of the Ozarks.
Well, Lake of the Ozarks is, I think, 118 miles of lake and, what is it, 15,000?
I think around
shoreline,
1,500 miles shoreline, 30,000 docks, 100-some miles long.
You can fish docks, you can troll, you can do whatever you want on that lake. Last year, I think it took 1065 with 7 fish to win the tournament. Great Lake has black and white crappie, so fish for either one. You got muddy water, clear water, fish whatever you want to fish.
All the conditions for anybody anywhere in the country to come fish to.
That's right.
And you want to invite them down because you're a tough one to beat on Lake of the Ozarks too, correct?
Well, I don't know. These guys are good, I'm telling you.
They are, but I tell you what, it was cold and nasty out there. I envy you guys. You guys really toughed it out. Tough conditions. Still weighed in fish. Hope to see you in the check line here real soon.
All right. Thank
guys,
you.
Thanks so much for fishing with us. We appreciate it. Travis, thank you guys. Coming up next, boat number 19, Joey Lowry and Gary Hillhouse. Guys, how you doing? Good. 2 fish today. A big improvement from yesterday, though. He said, never been so glad to see 2 fish. 291. Guys, anybody like to thank real quick?
All the sponsors, thank you for everything.
Well, we sure appreciate you guys fishing American Crappie Trail. Guys, appreciate it a bunch. Thank you. All right, coming up next, as soon as I get you on my screen, B&M sponsors of Rod Wall and PJ Poor. Guys, how you doing?
Doing great. It's cold.
Better than yesterday, though.
We did move up by 3 fish.
433, an improvement yesterday. Your total is unfortunately 433. But you guys are B&M sponsored. Rod's one of our national sponsors here. Tell us a little bit about the rods, how they helped you.
I'll let Rod answer.
Let Rod, let's have her.
We pretty much stuck with all BGJPs all day long, 14s and 16s. Just yesterday we lightened up on tackle, thinking that was it, and it seemed like the bigger fish came with the bigger baits. But today it seemed to go the other way around. We needed the cold front stowed in. So just anywhere we could just stay real still. And it was just because it was a real subtle bite. It seemed to be the difference for us, but not enough of a difference.
You know, there was a lot of guys out there right now that are watching on the internet, and they see, you know, all these foreign lakes. They might be up in northern Minnesota. They might be on the east coast, the west coast. But one of the things that they see is when they're on this lake, they want to know, how are you guys really doing it? They hear about 16-foot rods. They hear about double rigging. They hear about spider rigging. They rear trolling, pushing, pulling. You know, just in a quick nutshell.
We just we kept it simple. We went just straight 3/8 ounce heads, single heads, no double rigs, and just real slow, 2 3/10. And as long as we could keep the rod tips from bouncing, we were getting bites. This is the toughest conditions I've ever seen on this lake. This is it's just unbelievable.
And that's why we call you guys true professionals, because if you can endure this and weigh in a fish, you guys are winners in my book. Guys, we appreciate you fishing with us. Thanks so much. You bet. I took my fish. You can go on back here. Guys, coming up here, I'm going to pass it over here to Matt Morgan. Matt?
Guys, I want to bring up Jason McDuffie. He's the national sales manager with B&M. I want to give Jason an opportunity to say a few words about his relationship and our partnership, if you will, with American Crappie Trail. Jason, why don't you say a few words and talk about it?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Matt for allowing us to be a part of this. He is running a trail that crappie fishing has not seen, and trust us, B&M's been there for 70 years. So we've seen everything come and go, and we believe that this is the next level in crappie fishing. And we hope to partner with American Crappie Trails to make crappie fishing. We may never be as big as bass fishing, but we want to be pretty dang close. We just thank everybody for coming out. This is probably the most elite group of crappie fishermen at one tournament we've seen. And just thank everyone. Thanks for being in. We're just extremely happy to be a part of this. Thank y'all.
They left you up there, didn't they?
That's all right. I'm good.
Very good. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Guys, I tell you what, we've got here real soon. We're going to get down to the end of this weigh-in. We're going to have some top 10s. Right now, let's bring up boat number 27 of Josh Gowan, Alex Rude. Josh, where's your partner at? Wet. He's wet and he's cold, isn't he? You know, I'm going to tell you about a winner, though. Yesterday, you failed to weigh a fish, but you still endured the day, come back, weighed 1.47. That's in my book. You are a true professional. How'd you catch the fish today?
Just luck, I guess. Just luck. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it to stay out there and do it like that. But it got too wet and it was too nasty, so that one fish is going to get weighed. I worked too hard for him.
That's right. You always be proud of every fish you catch. Well, on that note, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Appreciate you fishing American Crappie Trail. You bet. Folks, we're getting down to the time where they're coming in, and we're going to have our top 10, and we're going to find out who's going to walk away to be the first Grenada Lake 2017 American Crappie Trail champion. But before we do that, let's go find Sam Heat and see who he's got down in the interview stall.
Thank you, Jamie. Well, I've got the team that's weighed in the heaviest stringer so far today. Now, they didn't have much yesterday, but today they had over 16 pounds. Now, Matthew, how in the world did y'all make the adapt?
We did the same thing today as we did yesterday. It's just yesterday where we had our fish was real muddy and real rough. Fish were there, so we went back there today and just hunkered down and we caught them.
Just kept your head down and just started catching. Catch them on minnows or jigs?
A combination of both. Road runners, Rockport rattlers, everything tipped with the minnow, some straight B&M double minnow rigs, mid-south or mid-south jigs. What else did we use, Matthew?
So y'all had a pretty big variety of baits that you could catch them on.
We had a couple colors that were good.
What were the colors, Matthew?
Green and glow.
Green and glow?
And other than that, straight minnows mostly.
Straight minnows. Were y'all using a bottom rig or with the minnows or what?
Yeah, we was using B&M double minnow rigs, cutting the hook off the bottom, tying the jig on there, straight minnow on the top, and a jigging minnow on the bottom.
Did y'all actually see these fish on the depth finder before you caught them?
Yeah, we went in there Thursday with the Lowrance and side scan, could see there was a lot of fish there, made one pass through, caught 2 over 2.5, 2 2.25, and we left there. We went back yesterday, and we knew the fish were there. We could still see them, but the water just wasn't clear enough. The mud had came in from the river, and we couldn't catch them. We wasted 3/4 a day there yesterday trying to get.
Thank you, Watt. Hey, we're gonna go to do the top 10. We're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back with the top 10 at American Crappie Trail.
You know, I've never really had an office job. Ooh, morning, Skate. Morning, Edwin. Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products. Because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much close-cell foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech. B&M Pulse is a family-owned business in its 3rd generation of ownership and over 70 years of providing the most extensive line of crappie rods in the industry. We believe that sensitivity is the key to catching crappie, and we've designed a rod for every technique based around this belief. Our products are field tested by the best fishermen in the country and used by the best guides because their clients can simply catch more crappie.
So when you're choosing your next crappie pole, go with the brand that's won a dozen national championships and more regional events to count. Go with the brand I choose, B&M.
And we're back, guys, and Gary, it's time. It's time now. We're going to find out who our top 10 is in the first Grenada Lake American Crappie Trail Championship. Folks, we saw a big rally. We saw Ken Watson and Outlaw come up with 1865. They're now the current leaders. But coming up now, we've got Team 20, Tim Blakely, Jackie Van Cleve, 831 yesterday. You're 10 pounds behind. 493, not enough to knock the guys off, but tell us about it real quick. Oh, let's turn that thing on. It'd help if we're live, and I turn on the microphone, help you out.
We just had a real struggle all week, finding good quality fish. It's just been one here and one there. We haven't had a day. We put 7 keepers together since we've been here since Monday, and it's just it's a rough week, rough weather, winds blowed, and got fresh water in this lake, and it really affects the fish. Of course, Kent and them figured them out today, so hats off to them.
And that's what a true testament. You guys have been around. You guys have fished a lot. You're B&M pro staff guys. You've seen experiences like this on the lake where the conditions change, and that's what makes the 2-day tournament so special. It's consistency and putting it together. I'm not saying that you guys didn't do a good job, because you did. You guys solidly knocked it out, but this is where we separate the pros from the amateurs, and you guys are true professionals. I think you were handicapped a little bit because you got one down on the leg a little bit. He's a little slow to the net.
He struggled in the boat, with it rough like that. And him being one-legged, it's tough to get around. It didn't handicap us where we couldn't have done, but we did okay. Like to thank our sponsor, Strike King Lures, B&M Pose. We couldn't do what we do without them.
we're fortunate to have the best products available to fish with, and it really helps us out.
And we can't do it without you guys.
Thanks.
And we sure appreciate you fishing with us. Great finish. Let's give them a round of applause, guys. Thanks so much for fishing with us. All right, guys, 1865. The next one. Going to take 875 to knock off Ken Watson, the Mighty Outlaw. Let's see if the boat number 23 of Jeremy Aldridge and Clint Egbert can do it. 5 fish. We're going to have 9.9 pounds to take the lead. What are we going to see, guys?
I think we got it.
Look out, 11:34. We got a new set of leaders, guys. Jeremy Aldridge, Clint. Is Clint, right? I got him backwards? All right. How'd you guys do it today?
Spider rigged, straight minnows. Figured it out a little bit later on. We picked up our speed, started getting a bite. Actually had 36 minutes left to go, caught the 3rd fish. About 15 minutes left to go, caught the 4th. 10 minutes left to go, caught the 5th. I said, hey, here we go. We're about to get 7. So anyhow, it didn't happen, but it was an awesome last 30 minutes.
Well, you broke the 20-pound bear. It looks like you got 20.09 pounds for your 2-day total. Think that's going to be enough to hold on to it?
No, but I'm happy with it.
Well, let's move you over here. Let's thank Ken Watson and Michael Outlaw for fishing with us. Guys, we appreciate it. We're going to move you off the hot seat. We're going to put the guys in. Let's hear it for you guys. All right, we're getting down to her now. It's going to take now. Nope, I better take the fish off. I don't want to weigh those guys twice, do we?
Can I weigh big fish?
Yep. We're going to back up. We're going to weigh a big fish here real quick. I'm sorry. We got so excited about taking the lead, we forgot to weigh the big one, didn't we? Let's set her off scale here real quick. Let me pull out there. Sorry. We're going to weigh them twice, and then we'll have a big old mess. Let's hold. Look at that, folks. Hold this thing up. How about that for a Grenada fish? Let's put her on and see what we got here. Yep, just lay her right on there. 317, that's a pig, guys. Good job. We appreciate it again. Get yourself a spot in the hot seat. See how we can hold her out there. Take care of your fish there. All right, 20.09 is your new leader for Jeremy Aldridge and Egbert. It's going to take 10.48 pounds to take him off the seat. And the next guys are going to try to do it. Boat number 50, Jimmy Ayers and Mike Clinard. All right, guys. I'm going to jump on too quick. 10.48 to get you in. Think you're going to get her?
Don't have it today.
3 solid fish. Close, though. 6:13, guys. It's
Great,
a great finish.
great.
Anybody like to thank today?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Cunningham Motors in Springfield, Tennessee. They're a sponsor, and thank you guys, American Crappie Trade, done a great job, and we really enjoyed it.
We appreciate that. I know you guys toughed it out there. Did you guys have to make any adjustments today? I mean, was there anything different that you could have done?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of boat traffic, but as expected, so we just had to keep trying and get what we get.
Yep, guys, great finish. We appreciate you fishing with us. Congratulations. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. All right, guys, what do you think? You going to hold up?
I don't know. It's probably not.
Are you nervous yet?
No.
All right, well, it's going to take 9.74 pounds to get it. Boat number 61, Dan Porter and Damon Thompson.
That's not going to do it.
He says.
Not going to do it.
We're going to find out. 9.74.
Don't hurt your arm with that.
Got one in there. 1.76, not quite enough. No. Guys are over there smiling great big right now.
Yeah, and the problem is we started between them and Kent, and we caught that fish at 7:05, and we fished until 3:25 and never got another bite.
Yeah, but I know.
But we moved. I mean, we fished for an hour, and then we went back to where we caught our fish yesterday, and we should have just stayed where we was at. And
well,
we didn't.
It was a great run for you for our first tournament. We really appreciate you fishing. Anybody you guys like to thank right away?
B&M poles, Ranger boats, this new tournament trail. I think it's going to be top notch. I mean, it's.
He's standing there, Lucas Oil. Passing it.
Well,
let me let you do it.
Lucas Oil.
Thanks
to Lucas Oil, because he did not fill the motor with oil. So luckily we had Lucas Oil to keep the motor going today.
Right on. Guys, we appreciate it so much. You guys etch yourself your name in the First American Crappie Trail. Thanks so much for fishing with us. We appreciate it. All right, guys, you're still in that hot seat. What do you think about that?
Well, we got a few more to hold off. I don't know.
All right, we're going to find out, because it looks like the next guy's only have to have 9.15 to knock you off. We'll see if it happens. Got boat number 48, the team of Terry Stewart and Cole Stewart. Guys, uh-oh. Got 7 fish string here, 9.15 to get you off the seat. And I tell you what, we got some heavy sack here, guys. Let's see what, get over here, let's take a look at this. Hold the phone, look out, 1439, you guys are the new leaders. We got to talk about this a minute. How'd you do it?
This man right here.
Okay, well, you step on over here. Let's get the guy. Did you hook him or did you net him? What's the story?
I netted most of them like usual. My man Cole over here, he got them, but we worked on them together today and trolled straight minnows. Just lucky to get 7 fish, and we caught a few earlier in the morning, a little bit after 8 o'clock. Seemed like they were going to bite, and we thought, hey, they're going to be okay. And then it slowed up, and it was just one here and there.
A lot of guys said that wind blew in, kind of changed direction on you, and the fishing kind of picked up for some of you. Did that make an effect for you at all?
Well, it didn't ever really pick up for us. I mean, it like I say, the east wind was rolling, and it just after about 8:30 or so, it was just a bite here and there, and lost another 1 or 2. But anyway, when we got the 7th fish, we were really happy. But yeah, man, it was a tough day. Another tough day.
Anybody you guys like to thank real quick before I put you over in your hot seat and see if you can hold her out?
Yes, sir, man. We'd like to thank the city of Grenada and the county of Grenada, Magnolia Crappie Club. We've got a lot of teams out here, and just appreciate everything that American Crappie Trail's doing to get this thing started. Thank y'all.
No, we sure appreciate it. 2533 is your total. We're going to take you over here and get you into the hot seat. Guys, congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it a bunch. Guys, new set of leaders, team of Stewart and Stewart, 2533. Yeah. All right, guys, the Stewart and Stewart team with 2533. It's going to take 1429 to get them off. Next guys to come up, Brian McGee and Scott Rimper. Our Martin Metal sponsor team, guys, how is it?
How's it going?
Oh!
Yeah.
1429 to take it.
That's what you call a swing and a miss.
A swing and a miss, he says. 192. You guys fished a great first day. I know the conditions changed on it. Tell us a little bit about what happened for you.
We just stuck with what got us fish yesterday, and it got blown out. Switching with our Mid-South tubes. Just worked it and worked it and worked it. We got burn on it.
Yep. Now, I'll tell you what, I want to shift gears a little bit. I don't want to talk about a bad day. But let's talk about, you mentioned Mid-South Jigs, one of our sponsors.
Yep.
But you guys are wearing some colors here, Martin Metal and Lumber. Tell us a little bit about this company up in Missouri.
I'll let Brian talk to you.
Brian?
Well, I've dealt with them for several years now. I personally buy stuff from them. I spend tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars with them each year. They got anything you need. They deliver coast to coast. So if you need anything, you know where to haul it. Just call them; they will bring it to you. So just call them or look on their website. They've got a website. Look them up. We especially want to thank them because that's our biggest sponsor. But by all means, all of our sponsors are big to us because if in a hole, if we didn't have all of them, Bucksaw. You come to Truman Lake to fish the tournament. You got to come up there and stay there. Visit Bucksaw. They're one of the host places there. So, and especially want to thank Ann. I know she's here. We use Lake Fork rod socks. They're on our rods now. They're great product. I tell you, it's we've got several sponsors too many to mention right now, but especially want to thank American Crappie Trail for letting us come fish with them. It's going to be a great trail. I think it's by far going to be the best trail out there. Thank you.
Guys, we appreciate the kind words. It's been a pleasure with the last couple of days with you guys. Appreciate it a bunch. Congratulations. Thanks, Scott. You bet. All right, guys, we're getting down to it now. What do you think?
I'm glad to be here. Surprised.
Are you surprised?
A little bit.
Did you guys
yes,
think
sir.
you weren't going to be in this spot?
Not really.
All right, well, we're going to find out here. It looks like the strings are getting a little bit higher. It's going to take exactly 14 pounds for the guys to get you out of that seat. So those weights are going up. You guys did good. How you feeling?
Feeling lucky.
All right, well, let's find out here because we're getting down to the wire. I think we only have the 2 or 3 left. We got the 4th place team coming up, Fred Rogers and L.H. White. Going to take 14 pounds to take the lead. And guys, we got to talk a little story here before I put this up here.
All right.
First professional tournament you guys fished this time.
First tournament we ever fished. in our entire lives. Had to get 2 boats. One of the boats broke down. Had to go back to Memphis, get another boat, come back down here, fish my own boat. But we wanted to fish this because the American Crappie Trail, this was their first tournament, so we wanted to make sure we was in there with them.
Yes, sir. Right on, guys. 14 pounds take the lead. You guys got it on 2 fish? Just a hair short, 335. But guys, I got to tell you something. It's been an absolute pleasure. You guys have been more excited. I think you're in last place. Oh, I'm kidding. No, we're all good. We're going to find out because we don't know where you're at yet. We still got 2 more to weigh, but you guys stick around. You guys, it's been a pleasure.
Man, it's been a ball.
Hey, real quick, we talked about soul yesterday, right?
Yes.
What kind of music you guys listen to in the water today?
Where's your cameraman at?
They're right in front of us.
He
That's all
can
good.
verify.
We would listen to some Isley Brothers, some Rick James, some Motown. We was out there all day just having a good time.
Right on, guys. Guys, we appreciate it a bunch. Man. Thanks so much, man. We appreciate it. Yes, thanks for Fishing American Crappie Trail with us. Guys, it's been what it's all about. What a ball. All right, guys, we're down to 3. It's going to take 13:09. Next team coming up, Chris Bouchard and Drew Morgan. Guys, how's it going? Get over here now. I'll tell you. Who's your dad?
Matt Morgan.
All right, 13:09. It's excitement's getting up there, but guys, let's see what happens here. 13:09, 2:04, just a hair short. Let's talk about it, guys. How was it?
Cold. It was cold, brutal. I think it was the worst crappie fishing weather, and it could possibly be. Yeah, everybody knows it was tough. Probably the hardest I've ever seen on Grenada Lake in my life.
Anybody you'd like to thank while you're up here?
Absolutely. Number one, Matt and all the team at American Crappie Trail. This is the best so far, and I've fished a bunch of them.
Right on.
This is. The weigh-in is just crazy. It's unbelievable. Offshore tackle, Jinko fishing, K2 coolers. Hell, I know what somebody else.
Family and friends.
Yeah, absolutely. My wife for not killing me for going to all these tournaments for number one. But
I'm covering for you. That's all good.
Good call, good call. Heck yeah, you saved me there. I won't have to sleep in the doghouse. But I'm going to have to eat ramen noodles because we didn't do it this week. But no, everything was great. And again, appreciate Matt and all of y'all for putting on such a number one top-notch tournament.
We appreciate you putting on a good show. And Matt, your first tournament,
yeah.
How was? And you could have picked a warmer day to do it.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick this time to go out there and hit it?
Because it's Grenada.
Because it's Grenada, because you want to get a piece of that 3-pound fish, right? Right on. Guys, congratulations.
Yes,
we appreciate it so much, Matt.
Thank you.
Not Matt. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Guys, we got 2 left. You still feeling good, or you starting to really feel it now?
I'm starting to feel it.
We can guarantee you a 3rd place finish already.
That's okay with me.
That's all right.
Yes, sir.
We want to go a little bit further?
That would be nice.
We're on the way to maybe getting a new Ranger bass, but we're going to have to find out, though, because right now we've got multiple national champions. It's going to take 11:55 to knock you off. Folks, let's give a big round of applause. Boat number 13, Ronnie Capps and Steve Colvin. One of our super clean power teams. He's running up there. All right, guys, here we go. 11:55 to get her.
Oh, that's what we need, huh? I don't know if they're going to have to really weigh heavy.
Got 3 fish.
Woohoo!
It's close.
7.
But they're happy. 6.99, just a hair short, guys. Let's talk about it.
Oh, man, what are you talking about? It was so cold today, I couldn't even feel my fingers. It was bad.
You know, I tell you what, I was sitting out with Sam Heaton this morning, and I said, look out there. I said, they took off, get around the corner, first thing that happens, wind rolls up, starts pouring down rain. And I said, you know what? If it were me, what would I do?
Come back home, right?
Roll them up and go home.
That's why I truly know we're done. We're definitely nuts.
No, you guys are true professionals. You guys are the Ironmen out there. You deserve every level of respect. It's tough to get out there and do it. And I'll tell you what, there are hundreds of thousands of people on the internet. They're going to be watching on TV, wishing you're in your place. You guys have spoke many seminars, many different things. You know, they're watching you and they're wishing they were in your spot. But I know it was tough.
Oh, it was. You're going to pay the price sometimes, and you know, it makes a good day really good, I guess, paying the price on days like this. We had a young observer with us today, and golly, was he cold, and so he made me cold looking at him. So I give up my raincoat, give it to him, and it went downhill from there. I think we were all too cold to move, so we just stayed where we stayed where we caught our fish yesterday. Can't say enough about minnow rigging and B&M poles. You know, they caught all of our fish yesterday, and they did today as well. We ended up landing seven crappie. We threw some 12-inch fish back, man, that we really need, you can tell. Anyway, 9 bites all day. B&M 16-foot, Captain Coleman, minnow rigs, that done it for us both days. But most of all, the 2017 Super Clean sponsor that's come along.
Very
Can't
good.
say enough, man. They have some super products. I've already had some of my buddies tell me how great that they use the wax and all the degreasers and all the products they have. But anyway, thanks a million for that, and we're just glad to be here.
We sure appreciate everything you guys have done for the sport of crappie fishing. Thanks so much. I'm going to let you get warmed up. Guys, Ronnie Cap, Steve Cohen, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Strong finish. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out who's going to win a Ranger bass boat and who's going to be our first national champions here, or not, regional champions for the Grenada Lake Fish Tournament. Guys, we're down to the last one. You guys want to hear that last one come out and wave? Let's hear about it. You want it? You want it? You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Get on up here. Guys, stand up here. Get over here to one side. I want you to stand right here. I'll tell you what, let's come. Yeah, let's stay right here. It's all good. They were our leaders yesterday. They're going to need 10.36 pounds to take it. Got the guys getting the trophies ready. Somebody's going to carry away a big old sack and it. Folks, let's get ready. Let's get up here. Ron Bilbrey and Thomas Hankins. Guys, let's share it out here. 10.36 pounds to take it. Who's going to be our next champion here at Grenada Lake? Let's put her to the scale. Oh, my goodness, look out. We got right now. It's not going to lock. Look at her happy. Man, he took all my excitement away that one jump, didn't it? Dang it. 14.53, Ron Bilbrey, Thomas Hankins. You guys are our 2017 Grenada champions. Look over here. Check that out. Hold them things up. That is awesome. How's it feel, guys?
This is awesome. This is the best feeling a guy could have right here.
Right on.
After fighting this wind, rain, cold, it was worth it. It was
I know
worth
you
it.
kind of lost words, but you guys caught it. You did it good on day one. You found something a little unique.
Yeah, we sure did. Day one, we first started out spider rigging, and the bite went away. So we thought, well, them fish had to move shallow. So we moved with them. We went up to about 14 inches of water, and we had a single pole jig them.
Right on. I know we're going to talk about this a little bit. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk about it. But right now, let's talk about who you want to thank.
First off, I got to thank my beautiful wife who's home right now watching this live. Without her love and support, I wouldn't be able to do this right here. I got both my boys home watching this too, so hey, boys. You know, I got some wonderful sponsors, CrappieCrazy.com. You know, they put us up for the week down here. Lake Fork Trophy Lures, Rod Socks. You know, love all my sponsors.
Right on. Well, folks, stick around. We're going to talk about exactly in detail how you guys did it. But here you are. We're not going to do that. We're going to weigh a big fish here in just a sec. Nope, we got her. gonna weigh a big one. We got too excited about the win. Let's set this guy right up here so everybody can see it there. Gonna weigh a big. All right, hold that thing up, everybody. See, look at that, guys. Woo! Put her on there. That is another big one. 3.01. Not the biggest crappie. First 3-pound fish.
3-pound fish, biggest fish ever.
But here, I'm gonna hold that for you too. All right. Got her? All right, hold them up there. Right there, folks, are your 2017 Grenada Lake champions. Folks, stick around. We're going to find out just how they did it in just 1 second. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You know, I've never really had an office job. Ooh. Morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin.
Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products. Because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-sail foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with ever-new D-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
B&M Pulse is a family-owned business in its third generation of ownership and over 70 years of providing the most extensive line of crappie rods in the industry. We believe that sensitivity is the key to catching crappie, and we've designed a rod for every technique based around this belief. Our products are field tested by the best fishermen in the country and used by the best guides because their clients can simply catch more crappie.
So when you're choosing your next crappie pole, go with the brand that's won a dozen national championships and more regional events to count. Go with the brand I choose, B&M.
You know, I've never really had an office job.
Ooh.
Morning, Skate.
Morning, Edwin.
Go to teamgtfishing.com to see more.
You bought her many years ago, and she's been there for you every day since. It's because you've taken care of her, pampered her. Only the best will do. That's why you choose Lucas Oil Marine Products to protect her. Every day she starts, gets you there, and gets you back, even after all these years. Lucas Oil Marine Products. Because it's no fun to walk back to shore from the middle of the lake.
Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
We're back here with American Crappie Trail, and we've got our winners of our Lake Grenada tournament. I'll tell you, you guys are tough, man. I don't know how y'all did it, but I certainly congratulate you. It's been an amazing day, a hard day, but y'all had a great stringer of fish. How in the world, tell me what your key factor was to win this tournament.
We followed the fish. We looked for aggressive fish that were not being pressured, and that's what we found.
Y'all were actually in an area where you were all by yourself.
Yep, that's what we wanted to get away from the crowd, because when you got to share fish, when the bite goes away, you can't afford to share any fish. So we found an area that was untouched, really.
You know, I watched you guys this morning fish for a little bit from afar, and you guys were in a secluded area. There were no one else is around. Tell us what you did yesterday and how you adjusted today. As we had talked earlier, how'd you catch your fish yesterday, Tom?
Yesterday morning we started out spider rigging. We were just following a little ditch that was probably about a foot deeper than the rest of the flat. We started out, we had 5 fish in the boat within minutes. Right. Lost 3 good fish, but then that wind picked up, and we tried to stick to it, but rods were bouncing too much. So we decided, well, why not? You know, these fish seem to left you know, they left the ditch. We went up on the flat, about 1.5 feet of water, started single pole jigging, and we went to the first stake bed and caught a nice fish. So from then on, it was game on.
You know, I fished this place for a long, long time. And I've often wondered if we'd ever get to the point where one pole would win this thing. I was blown away. I talked to the observer. You had a spotter in the boat today. He said that, you know, obviously you guys caught 10 or 12 fish all day long, had a couple short fish, but you bared it out with the wind. You caught them with one pole in your hand. And I tell you, everybody that's here and everybody that's watching, I guarantee you, Grenada Lake, you'll catch them with 8 rods out the front of the boat. But it does show that one pole can do it, and I'm proud of you guys for that. You know, Sam, these guys are from Indiana. There's been some Indiana success down here.
Indiana, I can't believe it. You know, I've graduated from University of Purdue. Yes, sir.
So, hey, we're proud of you guys. We got a check here for you. A brand new Ranger RT 188C, $25,000 with a 115 horsepower HO motor hanging off the back of it. Guys, hold that up so we get some pictures.
Congratulations. Y'all run a Ranger now, or what do y'all run?
We run a Ranger Z521.
Yeah, but you just got a new one.
Brand new Ranger. Ron just bought it. All right.
First fish Ron had ever put in his new boat was on this lake Monday, and it was a 2.5-pound fish. So way to break in your new boat.
Way to break in your new boat. I don't think I've ever broke one in like that. I've broken a lot of them, but I haven't broke one like that. Tell me what was the factor in your mind that made you go to you fished completely live bait?
No, we switched up. Yesterday we were using crappie crazy jig heads, blue and chartreuse stinger, and tipping them with minnows. Today the minnow bite went away. We fished, didn't catch any with minnows on. We started tipping them with nibbles, and the bite was on. Went right back.
Won it on artificial.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm blown away, guys. I'm blown away. I mean, that shows you the confidence. You know, these guys, I've known them for, I don't know, a year or two. And Tom always comes to some seminars. I've talked to Ron a time or two. It takes a lot of confidence, guys, to go to artificial bait on this lake, because usually we're fishing with minnows as big as you can get. So,
how big of a jig were you using?
3-inch, quarter-ounce head with 3-inch jig.
Quarter-ounce head with a 3-inch jig. Big fish, big jig.
Unreal. All right, we got some more good news. Were you using B&M poles?
Every pole we got in the boat's a B&M.
That's an extra $500.
Just made $500, partner.
Were you using Rockport Rattler jigs, or did you have them in the boat?
We've got them in the boat. We didn't put one on this week.
That's an extra $200. The highest placing finisher that has Rockport Rattler jigs in the boat, that's an extra $200. Were you using Mid-South jigs? Because we have Doyle Hudson with Mid-South jigs here. Doyle gives out a contingency of $200 to the winner if you were using a Mid-South jig. Were you using a Mid-South jig at any point? Pre-fishing, did you have them in the boat?
Pre-fishing, we did use them. We definitely tried them.
Doyle, say a few words about Mid-South jigs, will you?
Well, we're proud to sponsor this trail and everything, and we're glad you boys was the winner.
Big time, man. $200 for Mid-South. The last one, Lowrance Electronics.
Yes, sir. I couldn't get by without them.
Who was actually reading the electronics?
Tom.
Okay.
Electronics.
Tom, you're the man.
An extra $250. That's an extra $1,150 on top of $25,000. Let's hold up these trophies real quick. Where are they at?
Here's your trophies over here.
Trophies one more time. Let's get a picture.
I'll get yours.
Real quick.
American Crappie Trail winners on Lake Grenada on a tough, tough day, man. On a tough day.
Well deserved, guys.
Woo!
Well deserved win.
I shook Ron's hand. You would not believe how cold his hand is.
Awesome job, guys. Hang tight. We're going to get you set up with a polygraph here real quick. I need second place team, Stewart and Stewart. Can I get the trophies right there? Second place trophies, please. Guys, I know you're local. Terry, known you for a long while. Magnolia Crappie Club is an absolutely awesome club here in the state of Mississippi. I know conservation is something that you and I have talked about in the crappie fishing industry, in the tournament industry. Grab a hold of your trophy there. Terry, it means a lot for you guys to come out and support us. Tell us real quick, basically how you caught your fish the last day or two. I know we know it's tough. The good news is for second place, $6,150. All right, give us a few words.
Did y'all hear that? I want to reiterate on that just a little bit. For second place, we paid out over $6,000.
Appreciate it, Matt. Yeah, man, we were trolling straight minnows. We stuck to the usual out here, trolling minnows, big minnows. 8, 9 foot of water. It's kind of funny. We caught a few fish about 4 foot deep, and we caught some right off the bottom. So I guess they're kind of, in different places. But it was really tough, slow. You had to hopefully make your bite count if you stuck one. We did stick a couple that got off, but we're tickled to death, especially after yesterday. A tough day. Had 6 fish, and I think ended up in 6th, and luckily got 7 fish today. But
there's not too many times that we fish tournaments where you catch 13 fish, you're getting $6,150. What kind of poles you use?
B&M pole.
That's an extra $300.
$300 you just made, guys.
$300. Give them a big round of applause. Let's get some pictures with Tony.
Congratulations. I got one question. I've got one question. Did you ever think about coming in?
Multiple times.
Multiple
times. Go out front here. Let's get a picture real quick.
Thank y'all. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I got it.
Let's give these guys a hand. One more hand here. Tough fishing today.
I don't know if I could have stood it out there today.
Ronnie Cap, Steve Coleman, 3rd place. Come on up here.
Come on up here, brothers. These are my brothers right here. Hey, Stevie.
All right, we got trophies here. Grab these trophies. Hold them up here. Let's talk a little bit.
Sam, you the man with the mic.
Third place money, $4,200. Third place money, $4,200. B&M poles, no doubt all the way. An extra $200, $4,400. Ronnie does most talking. Steve, you're going to give it to me now. Tell me about it. Have you ever? How many did you have today? 3. 7 yesterday, 3 today. You never thought you'd end up in 3rd place.
Never in my life. Not on Grenada. No.
Have you ever seen it any worse than this right here in terms of conditions?
We have fish in bad conditions, but no, not today. Not this far south.
I've known both you guys since I was young and y'all were kids, but I told a story earlier today about how y'all used to commercial fish together. Back before high school, you fished in the mornings, ran your trot lines in the afternoons, and y'all been great friends. And I'm just, what did y'all think yesterday at 8 o'clock when you had one fish? What were you thinking, Ronnie?
Man, we've been in that shape so many times, Sam. We just keep doing what we're doing that we do all the time. No, not one thing. You can win a tournament in 30 minutes, man. I wished I had been a little bit more aggressive at fishing some shallow ones, but I never seen males win down here at Grenada. Yeah. Golly. So anyway, we stuck with the female plan, and it paid off for us. we're not too far out of the lead.
Yeah, y'all did great, man, and I'm proud of you for staying out there. You know, Steve had a accident at work, and he's been kind of recuperating from that, and I'm glad to see you win, buddy. Are you tickled about winning third?
Man, I tell you what, I'm just glad I'm here.
I'm glad you're here too, brother.
Last question, Sam, I got for them. You know, you guys have fished for 30-plus years crappie fishing. I want to hear from both of you. You know, you guys have never had an opportunity where we've seen a platform and a trail, and you guys know how it's hard for me not to be fishing. But I want to just hear just a word in terms of what this means to you guys to be able to come up here, fish for some money, and compete with the highest level of fishermen that are out here in the country. You know, what's your thoughts of where we're going?
Well, it's 100% payback, so that tells me it's all about the fishermen, you know, and the quality of, you know, look at the trailer, look at everything you've done, you know, look at the holding tanks for the fish. Wonderful, you know, it says it all. Just looking around.
Yeah, Sam. Gosh, I always would wish for something like this to happen before I got too old to even fish, and I've said that for 25-plus years. You know, I've said that same thing. I hope something does exist before I die. Maybe somebody could actually make a living crappie fishing. You never know. It'd be a dream come true for a lot of people. I think we may even get the chance ourselves here. So, hey, my hat's off to you, Matt, man. Step out of the arena you were in and, you know, having a good time. This is going to be a stressful little deal for you, but I tell you what, you made a bunch of crappie fishermen around this country proud, son.
I appreciate it. Sam, take us out.
Hey, the only person I know that's happier than Steve and Ronnie is Kelly, and she's standing out there counting the money.
Yeah, that check. She's always looking for that check, man.
Always. You know, we've talked about this in the duck blind. We've talked about it on when we were crappie fishing on boat. Man, I'm just tickled to death to see it come to pass that we've got something to fish for now.
I got every friend that I know, I guess, probably standing here. If they're not, they got too cold and went home. But yeah, you got to admit we all have a wonderful life.
Yeah, we've got a wonderful life.
We got Lake D'Arbonne coming up, March 31st, April 1st. March 31st, April 1st, Lake D'Arbonne, Farmerville, Louisiana.
Louisiana is one of my favorite states. They got great fishing, great food, and warm weather. That's right. But it's been a pleasure being here at Grenada Lake. Thank y'all so much. American Crappie Trail. If you get an opportunity, get on the internet. Read that Facebook page. Put your comments on there. We want to hear them.